Welcome to the Kendi and Raybo podcast, episode 8, recorded in Kendi's box room.
Episode 8 of the Kendi and Raybo podcast.
I'm excited about this one.
Oh, yeah.
I am.
I can see the glint in your eye.
I have a glint in me. I've been kind of sure. It's been like a week and a half since we did any of this.
It feels like ages since we've done it, actually.
First things first.
Go on.
We were thinking, I was listening to another podcast and I heard that they'd panned like the voices kind of to the left and to the right. And I was thinking, that's pure Jimi Hendrix. I wouldn't mind doing that now.
A bit of audio quality.
And make it all kind of spatial.
Yeah.
So that if you're sitting there now, that my voice is kind of on the right.
Yeah.
And Mark's voice will be on the left.
Mine is very on the left.
You're very left.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that now.
Oh, would you be more... Would you be more right-wing,
Ray would be very right-leaning in this podcast.
Am I right? Is that, I can never understand what the right and the left... with society.
Yeah, it started, I think, during the French Revolution times, was it?
Right.
Genuinely. And that it was in their parliament.
But can you just break it down to me?
Yeah, the opposition used to always sit on the left.
Okay.
And the government would always sit on the right, I think.
Okay.
And the idea was that everyone on the left was trying to break the hierarchy, which they did in the French Revolution. So left-wing politics is liberating politics and right-wing politics is conservative.
I see.
I think that's where it came. Again, someone's going to prove me wrong on that now, but I think that's where it came from.
And that's okay. So, what do you think I am?
No, I think we were straight down the middle. No, like we're both very liberal men. Like in fairness, like.
All right. Okay.
Within reason.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
We're not like either extreme of either one of them. Like.
The question isn't so which side. I figured it was that you'd be on the left and I'd be on the right.
We're very central people right now. I want the right side, if that's okay.
Oh, you want the right side, do you? You want the right side?
I don't want to be labelled a lunatic.
Now, do you know the worst thing about this is this mightn't work at all.
Yeah, I know.
So
We're talking, saying nothing. If the pan doesn't work, they're all saying, what the shy are they talking about? Anyway, if you're listening to on your phone, this means nothing. It's only if you have headphones on.
Unless you have an iPhone 7 or more.
Oh, they have a stereo buzz, do they?
They went to stereo buzz, so if the phone is in front of you, you should hear a little bit more of... Wait, you said you want to... I'll be on the left.
I'm right-sided.
Yeah, but depends on which way you're holding your phone.
Yeah.
This is getting...
Might have
to start this one again.
No, that's it. We've explained it now. Ray, so that's it done. Do you want to get on to the beers?
Should we get on to the beers? First of all, before I forget, a shout out there to Elaine Cairns. She's Mark's neighbour and she's a good friend of ours, and she was getting into the car, the big fancy Mercedes Benz that she'd be seen driving around in, and she was holding a lovely bag of Chinese.
She was.
Says Mark, lace and MSG. And she said, episode 8, you'll have to give me a shout out.
That's exactly how Elaine talks as well, in case anyone's wondering.
That's her shout out there now, Elaine.
Can I do a shout out before we go any further as well?
Yeah. Okay.
Before we get the beers in.
Yeah.
The boys from Whatever Suits, they're a band here in Sligo. They are loving this podcast. And I told them last night I'd give them a shout out. They're quoting everything we say.
That's mad.
It's so weird. They're coming up to me and saying something, right? And I'm going, how the hell did you know that? And then I go, oh shit, sure, we talked about it on the podcast. So
sure, another fella came up to me last night, young Aaron, and he said that he feels like he knows you now.
Yeah.
But he's never met you.
I only met him for the first time last night. And he came up to me and said, I've joined the podcast. Said every Wednesday when he's driving to a gig, which seems to be the same recurring theme. Every time I'm driving to a gig or home from a gig, you're getting me through the journey. It's like you're sitting in the car with us.
That's nice.
So fair play to all them. Whatever Suits are as well, a class band. And they have their friend Stephen as well said, make sure you don't forget to mention me now when you're mentioning the boys.
Very good.
So shout out to him as well. Fair play to you babies. We get the beers out.
Please, I'm thirsty.
Now, I got the beers this week for the first time. I've no bottle. We have to do the bottle opener, the fancy bottle open.
I was going to get a lovely flag and a butt fast. I said butt fast there.
A butt fast. Oh, butt fast. A pure stink
butt fast. And I think, then it kind of made me think, you have them all nicely wrapped.
I made sure, man, I wrap everything by.
Yeah. I was going to get the Buckfast. I think we should do an episode where we just drink 2 bottles of Buckfast.
Yeah, that'd be a fair one now. But we can't do it on a day
where I have to drive home.
And I have to gig.
Yeah, okay. We'll find a someday that we'll...
But I don't think we will.
Probably a Thursday is about the only option.
Yeah, probably.
Which one of these is mine?
Anyway, I haven't seen yet which one is yours. Hang on a second now. I'll have a little ruse around now in this bag. That's my one.
Right.
She's a journeyman, pale ale, Master Cooper, the journeyman. She looks beautiful now.
Jesus, you really went all out. I haven't even seen them.
Hey, that bottle of Fair Side £3. Thomas, so is yours.
Like it.
And Ray, I got you a 12 acres lager.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. I know
And a
you
picture of one of the Peaky Blinders on the front of it.
I know you enjoyed the lager. You're drinking a Heineken, so I said I'd get you a fancy lager.
In this, there are just 4 natural ingredients. Killishin spring water, malted barley, hops and yeast.
You.
Now, not good now.
Yeah, so the Journeyman and the 12 acres. I'm going to
Fair
burst
play.
this open now again. Ray, do you know what I got from the last podcast?
What?
The beautiful sound of us cracking the bottles open and dinking onto the floor. It sounded beautiful. See if we can get it
Right,
again.
well, you'll do your one there now first, and Mark is now about to hit it there now. Go on, Mark. That. Oh, and she's
Oh no, she's dribbling all over the place, lads. Jesus, I'm in a hames of that.
you shook it, didn't you?
Oh, I must have shook it up and down by.
Now, when I try my one.
Yep.
Hold on now. You can commentate my one because I
And
hate the
Ray.
dead space.
Yeah, Ray is gone with his left hand. He's going to hit with the right hand. And oh no, he put. Oh, straight away, straight off.
Oh, me.
He had the break in his hand.
That's
You're
gonna
taking
bruise. Can we just get a bottle opener next week?
Oh, jeez, lads. Oh, the quality gone fair downhill now, let me tell you. Race launch, yeah, fair play to us. Now we'll see. Oh, that's nice. I
nice
bet you.
clink as well, Ash. The far side of £3.
Oh.
Mark is like a dribbling mess over there. There's bits of stuff coming off the bottle. There's bits of stuff coming out of his mouth. It's going down in his trouser. You're enjoying that?
Ray, that's eight different beers we've tried. That's my favourite for sure. That's beautiful. What do you have to find
Sorry,
out?
there's a rib on the mic.
A what?
A rib.
A rib of what? Like
You know, bits
A
of
rib?
hair. What
Alright.
do you call a bit of hair?
a bit of hair. A pube, usually.
No, a rib. That's what we call them. Ribs. You find ribs like... Oh, Jesus, my poor mother won't thank me for this. But it'd be great crack when you find one at home.
Right.
You know, you'd be having the
Whose
dinner.
is that?
Yeah. And sure, it's only ever one person because only one person cooks in our house, and that's my poor mother. So you go pulling out this kind of long bit of hair, and I go, "Mammy, oh, you're after messing up."
Well, we have serious trouble in this house. Like, I think I said this on it before. We don't have a dog, but it's like I live with a golden retriever.
Obvious thing to say about your girlfriend.
Nicola, now she has a fine head of blonde, natural blonde hair.
She
and
does.
She has loads of it,
Yeah.
right? But I don't know. She should be bald. Because it's all on the floor. It's all in the carpet. Like, I don't know how she's not bald yet, boys. Honest to God.
Jesus,
She
somebody
grows
shedding.
hair at a savage rate.
I do find I get it. Yeah. I don't have the same issue now. My hair is kind of small.
Yeah. But, like, what I'm saying is I know it's hers because of blonde. Like,
True. That's good.
these are all redheads in your house, except for your mother.
Not really. No.
Oh, no, you're not. There's only
No,
one of you.
there's
Two of
there's
you redheads.
two brunettes. There's a redhead
Yeah.
and a mousy brown. I'm
What's
mousy
going on
brown.
there? Who was milkman around Killala? Who was the milkman around Killala?
No, that's a good question actually.
So what does
No,
it mean, like?
You're back from your holiday.
Yeah. I feel both refreshed and wrecked at the same time because it was the most relaxing 7 days I've spent in about 5 years.
Right.
But I went straight back in full hog into the gigging again.
Right.
And straight back in the road, and man, it was tough.
Did you find
mad.
it's not nice coming back from a trip like that?
No man, it's mad what 7 days off will do to you when you try and go back to work.
Did you do much at all abroad apart
No.
from lying around?
We sat down, we lied out every day. We did a few odd bits and pieces, like the old water park and stuff. We went to a Texas ranch
What's
in
the
the middle of
Texas
Lanzarote. A load of cowboys.
Go away.
Literally, a load of cowboys. I know. Yeah, you go into a big old ranch and they feed you and they play loads of country music and
That's weird.
they free beer. All you have to do is shout, "Yeah!" and then you get a big jug of beer in front of your face straight away.
Did I see as well young Joey won the bingo one night?
You did, yeah. They were fair vexed at that, let me tell you.
That's because he went jibe in England when
I
he was
know.
getting off.
Yeah, but so, like, we went down, it was after the England game when they lost to Croatia, and we went down to the bar to get a drink, like, and they were playing bingo, and they had 2 games of bingo played.
It looked like a community centre.
Yeah.
In fairness.
It was all out ones.
Yeah.
Mad into bingo, like.
Right.
So they were into it. And they
That
played,
never happens in this country. Out one's mad in the bingo.
I know,
That's
but I
not,
mean, it
not
just
something you'll
shows
find
you.
here at all.
So they were all sitting down at the tables, and we sat down, and they were kind of saying to us, "Come on and play it's the last game. Play one game." You know, we were saying, "No, we didn't know how to play. Never played it before."
Yeah.
And they were egging us and going, "Come on." So we said, "Right, go on," and we played it, and the prize was £80.
Prize? Did he win it?
Yeah, and Joey ends up winning the bingo, and all the old ones at the tables were going like, "These are after rocking in 5 minutes and they're after winning the jackpot. So I was like, oh shit.
But I seen the video. He made a very derogatory comment as he was leaving the stage about England not coming home.
It was literally a half an hour after the game had finished. The people who owned the bar were English. They were wearing English jerseys. And they were giving Joey out his prize.
Yeah.
And Joey took the money and shouted out, it's coming home, lads, it's coming home. He wanted an England jersey on her. I was going, oh, get us out of here quick.
Oh, no.
So that was good crack. The bingo was the highlights of the holiday. I know that's fair sad now, isn't it? But if I could say anything about Lanzarote, it's either for if you're young with a family, if you have a full family, it's for the kids, or if you're 18 and you want to get yoked out of it. It's not really for
There's
people.
nothing in the middle.
Well, there is a little bit, but it's hard to find stuff for like a 30-year-old to do. So that's where we ended up playing bingo.
Very good. And was it hot?
Oh, it was roasting, by.
It was.
Lisa was telling me, Lisa Joey's wife, she said, be careful down here now. It might be the same temperature as home, but it's a different sun.
Right.
I said, what do you mean it's a different sun? There's only one sun in the sky. She was dead right.
That is true, though.
I got scalded the first day.
Typical.
I'm still peeling.
It's a typical Kennedy thing to happen. And no tanning you at all.
And look at me, man. I'm like Wesley Snipes.
Oh, I suppose your hands are kind of
I'm the same colour. My hands are the same. Look at that. Same colour as Wesley Snipes.
I don't know, you're kind of a beige there now, if you ask me.
I walk around like Will Smith. Look at that.
So did you find it, like, you were sitting out by the pool all day?
All day.
So you know exactly now what it's like to be on Love Island.
Yeah, it was like Love Island.
Because I think they're in Lanzarote as well.
No,
or
you
Mallorca.
keep messing this up.
They're
You said
in
they're in Croatia.
No, they're in Mallorca.
They're in Mallorca.
Yeah.
Right.
They're in Mallorca. But essentially the same thing. So I just want you now just to kind of draw on your experience
Okay.
over the last week abroad in the sunshine.
Right.
And all you were doing when you were out lying out.
Yeah.
Right. Now, this is what popped. I've been obviously following her since you were gone.
Yeah.
And
You following Love Island since?
Love Island, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I've been following it well because I'm still very, very, very much interested in what
Is it
goes
good?
on.
Still good?
Jesus, class.
Right.
But it got me thinking,
Right.
like, what if, out of nowhere, maybe someone heard this wee podcast and thought, geez, them fellas are nice. And they checked out our Instagram, you know,
And they said,
and thought, geez, them fellas look well as well, you know. Because obviously I've been at the gym now
And
these
they
last few
would.
days. And the old tablets are doing a fierce job.
How's the ZMA going for you?
It's going amazing. Sure,
Are
look,
you taking it?
I was at the wedding and everybody was saying to me, geez, the gym is working out really well for you.
Yeah.
But I funny feeling that's all taking the piss because they've heard the podcast.
Yeah. I'd
But,
say.
sorry, back anyway, right.
Yeah.
So the two of us, anyway, get a phone call, right? From ITV.
ITV.
ITV ring us, right? And we'll say they ring me, okay?
Right.
And they ring me and they go, I can't do it now in English accent. Hello, Mr. McAndrew. Yes, we're just inquiring here. We're calling from ITV and we would like to know if yourself and your friend Mark would like to come on the show. Right. And I'm like, whoa, get away!
Yeah, for free.
So can you imagine me first barreling over here at the house and saying to you,
Right.
we've been asked to go on Love Island.
Right.
Right? And your first point would probably be, what in the name of Jesus do I want two fellas like me and you? And I can see the entertainment value in this.
Right.
Can you just picture it now, right?
Me and you.
So in we come, we'd be sneaking, like we'd be kind of sneaky additions to the island. So they'd all be out in the pool now. So you have to imagine yourself where you are,
And
where you
close
are in
the eyes there
Lanzarote.
now.
Close your eyes there now. You're lying. So can you imagine now the sight of me and you in a pair of, the swimwear bottoms that you get in pennies?
I'd go straight for the Speedos.
You go to Speedos and I'd be wearing something well below. I'd be wearing my khaki trouser.
You'd be wearing the only shorts you own that
Yeah.
used to be a pant.
But can you imagine the two of us rocking in and everybody going, who the hell are these? Because first of all, they'd be shocked because we wouldn't look like the stereotypical Love Island people.
Well, we haven't got a Jackie Tan and
No.
we don't have a shea pack either. So,
No.
like, we're two pasty white fella. Well,
Yeah.
how are you?
How are you keeping?
Megan, how are you keeping? How's things?
They think there was a mistake.
I think you're in the next apartment, lad. Sorry.
Or
No.
they would have been maybe looking for security, thinking that we had got in.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
when it just, imagine then after a couple of minutes and we've maybe got a couple of nervous giggles out of them.
Right.
And they're kind of going, geez, I think these boys are actually serious. And me and you settle into being in the villa.
Yeah.
Now,
No, we're in now.
we're in now,
Yeah.
now, and you have to as well, we have to imagine that we're both single men.
Yeah, well, I was
Because
just
we
going
were
to
in
say
there
that.
and we wanted to mingle.
Yeah, single and ready to mingle.
So that's the two of us.
Yeah.
But you could now obviously a lot of them are all coupled up, so we would be taking no prisoners. We want to stay there.
Oh, I go straight in.
So you'd be cracking on now. You've mentioned Megan there now.
Yeah,
would you
I
be
know
going
she's
would you be-
one that's
Yeah,
famous now.
would you be going for Megan, would you?
Well, I've seen like her arse is everywhere. Every time you go on Facebook, her arse is on Facebook.
That's right,
Yeah.
she is, yeah. But now I was thinking of some of my stuff. Obviously I wouldn't be down by the pool at all.
Yeah,
Because I
you
couldn't-
wouldn't shoot me up. You hate the pool.
I'd miss whole sections of the day.
Yeah.
Standing up in the kitchen area
Cooking.
under the shade. Yeah. I'd be doing me boiled egg in the morning. Can you imagine them fancy women over with me and me telling them about how I go about eating my boiled egg?
Yeah.
Do you know
Oh,
that
yeah.
I'd have the boiled egg and then I'd have a wee biscuit
Yeah.
for, to take the taste of egg out of my mouth. And then I'd have a cup of tea to take the taste of biscuit out of my mouth.
Yeah, you
and
have
then
to
have a
have
little
tea.
drop of orange juice then to take the tea out of my mouth. And me I'm trying to explain
I
this
don't
to
think
them.
it'd become a thing. I don't know. Would it work? Like,
I think it'd go down great. And sure, of course, I'd have the jollar hanging out and everything pasty white. I'd be the least attractive man there. But I'd have so little to lose that I'd be just
You'd go.
knocking. I'd be knocking serious crack
Yeah.
out of them.
And do you reckon you turn some of them?
I don't know.
Think
now.
about it now. We go in,
Yeah.
right? And they have all these big muscly fellas who are mad into their feelings and crying and saying, I'm after breaking up with my girlfriend. I met
Yeah.
her 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
I'm heartbroken, right?
Yeah.
And the girls love them, the sensitive type. And then
Yeah.
we go in. Do
A
you reckon-
whole different class
Yeah.
of what do they call it? Grafting.
a different breed of people. Completely different species.
Yeah.
Like, do you think we could actually turn some of them Egypts?
It'd be interesting. And brushing the teeth and the whole
Yeah.
lot and blow drying the hair.
Well, it's so, like, you wouldn't change your actual day.
Not at all,
You'd
no.
still go and work.
Try to do a bit, yeah.
You do a bit like Jordan Day then.
Yeah, I do a bit, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they'd let us do our podcast if we stayed in for a couple
No,
of
well, you
weeks?
see, what I see happen now, unfortunately, now I've prepared a little something for this podcast.
Well, sorry, no. They did get in touch with us. When are we going in, like?
Friday.
Are they sending us the script?
No, there's no script. Shut up about this. You think it's scripted. It's not scripted.
I am what?
Well, I'm going to show you now. We're going to show you now how unscripted it is, right? Are you familiar with, now, I've prepared this little thing for the
Yeah.
podcast. Now, can you vouch for me? We have not rehearsed this.
No, you brought in a Bluetooth speaker. I don't know what you're doing, like.
Right. And I haven't run this past you at all.
No.
Good.
Why?
Right.
Is this scary now?
Well, it'll be good now because I want to see will it work. Now, this could be a whole section we might edit out, but you never know. So I'm going to turn on the Bluetooth speaker.
Powering on.
Oh!
No, you might have to hold it right up to your microphone.
Hold on now. Wait, let's see. Make sure she's up full blast now. She's pairing there now.
She's pairing up, is she? She's like the Love Island already. She's pairing up.
She paired. Hold on now when we check.
That was a Love Island reference
So-
from me there, if anyone's wondering.
I didn't get that.
Did you not get it? She paired up.
I didn't get it on
Don't
the
they have to
after.
pair up with it?
Wait, let's see now. Are we paired up? I think we're paired up. Connected. Jam touch. Yeah, we're away. Right. We're in the villa, the two of us.
Lovely.
Things are going really well.
Oh, yeah.
And they get a text in because that's what happens. They get a text.
Oh.
So I'd shout, "I got a text!"
Oh, yeah. Is me Roman on?
And I'd read it out. Can Mark please choose a girl to go on a date with?
Oh, Lord above. It's my choice. Is that what happens?
Yeah, you get to pick.
Yeah.
So there's a ball of women there, right?
And you get to choose?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be like a kid in a candy store.
Now, you make. I have to give you this. I have to feed you this bit because what I've prepared now is I think you would pick Georgia.
I'll take your word for it. Like, yeah.
Georgia's now, she's an interesting character.
Right.
But, and she's dangerous on dates. So that's why I said I'd pick her.
Oh.
Now, I'll be honest with you. Again, folks at home, I spent about 4 hours of this yesterday and I got so far before I got annoyed and I said, look, that'll do. So, here we go. Right. Let's see, can I get this right here now? Back up. So, yourself and Georgia are away off on the date together. So you walk out of the villa
Right.
and you go out abroad to the field with all the round bales in it.
I'm super excited.
You sit down at this lovely little white table and there's a bit of champagne and stuff and Georgia anyway she's flat out there and we're going to start it off now and I'm basically going to do Georgia's lines
Okay.
and you have to react and I would encourage you to not be short in your answers.
Get frisky.
All right, so here we go.
This is what happens on the show.
This is what happens.
Okay,
Yeah. So,
okay.
but this is it. I'm putting you now in that position.
Okay.
So
okay.
you're on the date with Georgia,
Right.
and you can just imagine beautiful scenery all around.
yeah.
Beautiful girl there. She's in her early 20s.
You're
She's a
getting-
dancer.
You're getting me riled up, Ray.
I
Come
tell
on.
you. Here we
Where
go
is-
anyway. Shh. So you're off sitting down at the table anyway, right? And you pick Georgia to go on the date.
Well, it was definitely unexpected. I really didn't think you were going to pick me.
Yeah, but Georgia, of all the women in there, you're absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And what the fuck is going on?
Carry on.
Is she going to cut me out again, or is she going to cut me off again, or can I keep going?
Go on.
And I heard you're a lethal hurler as well, they were saying back home. There's rumours going round about you, George, that you scored 1-6 from play one day, right? In a championship final. And you had 12 pints of Guinness the night before. You took 2 shites in the morning, went out and scored 1-6 from play. Who else are going to pick Georgia? You're lovely, daddling.
So, where are you based and what do you do?
I'll tell you, I'm based in the west of Ireland, northwest of Ireland, in Sligo. And I'm a class of a musician and a podcaster with Raybo, who's in the house. You know? It's a good lifestyle, Georgia, now. I'm glad you found that so amusing, Georgia. You know?
What's your usual type then? What would you normally go for?
I usually go for a good, strong, kind of a hefty kind of a woman who'd be good in the farm and stuff like that.
You're quite flirty.
You're quite flirty. You dirty hawk, I bet you are.
Come play.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Georgia?
Come play.
Come play.
She said, do you think?
What's she saying to me? Hello? What's she saying to me, Ray?
She said, do you think I'm flirty?
Oh, do I think you're flirty? I think you're very flirty, no. You want to take it easy? My mammy's watching.
Later, honey. Bye.
Okay, Georgia, thanks a million. I didn't get much time with her. Ray didn't get much time with her. Oh, that is.
I must have gone through about 6 hours of the Love Island yesterday trying to find, recording whole sections into the laptop and then trying to chop out just little statements.
Is that the shite that goes on in that? No. I wouldn't be able for that at all.
It's off. I just don't know how I got through that on. Turn off this fucking speaker anyway.
So, Georgia, if you're listening and you are lethal under a high ball, give me a shout. I do like a sporty one.
But you can just see now by even the banter that was in that, how beneficial me and you would be
Inside
on that show.
Oh, yeah.
And I think just before the final, I think the last few days when it's coming up now, I think they should get on to us.
Yeah.
I think this is a direct shout out to you lads in ITV.
Yep.
I think there's 2 lads here in Ireland that's more than willing to come on, and we probably will we get the hall pass from the 2 women, do you think?
Oh, for sure. If they
Would
love Love Island.
Would Emer and the Golden Retriever mind us going?
You can't call it the Golden Retriever. She'll flip. She'll kill me. Jeez, I won't be going anywhere if she hears that. Come here. I think they might. And look, genuinely, if you are listening, I don't watch the show, but I'm sure I could get used to it. Like, I could learn. I could learn along the way if you want to bring me in. And Georgia, I'm coming for you now. Let me tell you, Georgia, I think I'm about to fall in love with her.
She is. She sounds nice, but she's an ojous dose.
But come here, she's fair flirty now.
She's very loyal.
Oh, is she very loyal?
Very loyal.
So yeah, that's something I look for also.
Yeah, she's very loyal. She shouldn't mess you around at all now.
No.
She like to keep you on your toes.
And who's she with?
She is with a fella by the name of Sam.
Well, I'll tell you something, Sam, if you're listening out there.
He's a lovely fella now.
I'll leave your face like a butcher's block. Man, I'll fight for Georgia. It wouldn't faze me at all, boy. Huh? I have no problem going back to prison. I grew up in Castlereagh, Sam. Right?
I hope now they hear this. Wouldn't that be amazing?
If ITV hear it.
If ITV got it, yeah. Now, we'll have to move on a small bit.
I'm going to take a little slug of my beer. This is beautiful, this journeyman stuff, lads. If anyone finds that she'd be a pale ale, she's absolutely gorgeous. I
have a few bits and pieces here now. Like bits and pieces that just kind of came in, you know. First of all, there's a couple of statements that I wanted to get your take on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we'll say you go into an old restaurant and you sit down and the lady comes over with the menus, or the man comes over with the menus, and you immediately feel the need to go, oh, thank you so much.
I had 7 days of that on holidays, yeah.
Had you?
I get so awkward. I get so awkward when none of us would say thanks when they came over. I'm like, they probably think we're awful snobs.
And what would you say?
I'd always go, oh, thanks so much.
Yeah.
And they
but
say,
now
"You're
let's
welcome."
break it down for a second.
Yeah.
Is it really thank you so much?
Yeah, I know. It's
like,
way over the top.
It's way over, because I mean, granted, if you were abroad out swimming and you got into a small bit of difficulty and a lad came out, gotcha. Granted.
That's gratification.
Thank you so much, right? Yeah. Or if you were stuck on the side of the road at 2 o'clock in the morning on the way back from Limerick with a bad puncture and someone pulled over to help you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But getting menus off a girl in a restaurant or a man in a restaurant, thank you so much.
But I mean, we have problems in restaurants anyway, Irish people. Like, we can't give out. Like, I get awkward if someone gives out in a restaurant. Not give out. Even says sorry. That's not really what I don't like that, or that wasn't what I asked for, or sorry, there's a hair in me food.
Yeah.
I get so awkward when someone does that. But like, that's what you should do, like.
It is, but the lines get blurred between, you know, you wanting a fine dinner.
Yeah.
And just being nice to people.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the time, if the dinner is cat, you know, you have to get over the hurdle of not being nice to the person who gave it to you.
Yeah.
But you know, well, they didn't cook it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Unless you're in a takeaway, and then you know, fun fine well they cooked it. But they normally take away food.
Would you give out now? Would you give out?
I'd find it very difficult.
I wouldn't be able at all.
I'd find it very difficult.
And the other thing is as well is when they give you the bottle of wine and they give you a taster. Who has ever said no?
That's true.
Who has ever said, geez, I don't like that actually? Who? I got a bottle of Chardonnay a few nights in a row now. Let me tell you.
Chardonnay.
I did. I got a Chardonnay. And your man says, have a taste, right? I said, oh yeah, that's nice, right? We were back to the same restaurant 2 days later. I got the same bottle of Chardonnay.
And did he have a taste?
And they gave me a taste of it again. And Joey said, why didn't you just tell him you drank it and it's nice? I said, I was too nervous.
Yeah.
Too nervous to tell
But
him.
would you ever, do you think you'd ever turn around and say, no, that's not what I was looking for?
Yeah.
I was looking for something with somewhat more aromatic, fruity tones.
I don't think anyone's ever said it. No one's ever said, oh no, that's not for me. They've opened the bottle.
No, people well-to-do would probably say it.
But what do you do when they've opened the bottle then?
But that's what I always wondered.
Like, do they
But
throw the bottle out?
in fairness-
Oh, they use it for glasses probably then. A glass of wine. This is all coming into my head. I got it now. I know the system.
Oh, I see what you mean. So
You
the bottle-
open a bottle and someone says, I don't like it. They say, that's grand. We'll use that one for if someone orders a glass of Chardonnay.
Okay.
But I don't have to do that. Can someone tell us?
But
Someone
also-
out there tell us, boys.
I think it's because it when they used to have the cork in it, that it'd be some of the wines would be corked, where the cork would have gone rotten
Yeah, go Rattan, yeah.
inside
Rattan
in the bottle, and you'd taste it to make sure that the bottle of wine was okay.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, but could you imagine in a pub? Wouldn't it be great when you're getting pints of Guinness
To give you a
or
taster.
pints of Heineken? There, have a little taste of that.
Yeah.
There. And if you don't, there's nothing worse than getting the bad pint. in the
Oh,
pub.
bad pint is a nightmare.
And a lot of people will sit there and drink it.
Well, I get a lot of bad pints because no one drinks Smithwick's.
Yeah, we said this now before.
So I have to get the bad pint, like.
Yeah.
You know? I was going to say something else about that as well. Did you know why, Ray, you probably did know this, why they tell you to stack your wines on their side? Did you ever notice that in wine racks, the bottles are always on their side? They're always flat, like.
Yeah.
Did you know why that
No,
is?
why?
I'll tell you why, Ray.
Come on.
Because they could be sitting there for a long time.
Did you go to a winery on your holidays?
No, I just know this shit. Man,
Right.
I'm well up in this
Okay,
world, man.
sorry.
Wine means nothing to me. Why
Sorry.
not, says
Sorry.
I. Right? It's because if your wine is corked, you have to keep the cork moistured.
Oh, okay. Oh, to stop it from getting corked.
Yeah. To stop it from
From corking.
from letting air in, because if the cork dries up,
I'm
gaps
with you.
appear and air goes into it. So you have to
No.
hold it on its side so that the wine is actually keeping the cork
Yeah.
moisturized.
We can put out this whole section here.
chalk that down. No, that's a good one.
Yeah, but we can put this all out as just like how cultured we are
Yeah.
and how knowledgeable we are
Right.
on current affairs.
Have you any idea who we think we are?
I-
We are so cultured.
Here's another old statement.
What?
When you meet someone on the street, you go, how's the crack? How are things?
Yeah. Okay. No
Both
one,
of you say it,
no one ever tells you.
and you just keep walking. Or how are you? How's the crack?
Yeah, like no one. Well, any news?
Yeah.
No news. No, like I mean, gee, does anyone ever have news? Like,
No, but I'd love, and I've been trying to mean to do this, and trying to, because I always forget to do it. So I have this in my head now that I want to, at some point, as you're awkwardly walking by someone you know, that you most likely have forgotten their name anyway, and you go,
I hate that. I hate when you forgot someone's name.
but you'd walk past, well, what's the crack? How are you?
Yeah.
See, not only will you ask them what is the crack, but you'll also ask them how they are.
Yeah.
So you've asked them 2 solid questions
Yeah.
as you're zipping past them, hoping to God that you don't have to stop and chat to them. But
That's very good.
wouldn't it be really, really funny if as they were zipping past you, well, what's the crack? And you stop, well, I'm sound.
Yeah.
Kind of as they've walked on.
Yeah.
I'm grand, actually. Well, to be honest with you, the mother now, Jesus, she's only out there now and
Yeah.
she's better, you know.
Well, any news? Yeah, I have a good bit of news actually. Yeah. Just back from holidays
Yeah.
and just catch them.
Catch them
Yeah.
to the point where they have to come back.
Yeah, it's awful.
Uh,
I have a great method for getting out of a conversation.
Go on.
Now, I hope no one.
Careful now.
I
because should you confess this,
I
it'll
know.
be there forever.
I know, and people will know I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Here we go. If you want to get away from, I'm not saying just get away. If you want to end the conversation, if you think, right, I have something to do, I may go on and do it.
Mm-hmm.
You leave with a joke, walk, and laugh. In that order.
I've seen you doing it.
A joke, right? Smart comment,
Like
walk,
what?
laugh.
What's your smart comment?
Well, anything, whatever it's relating to.
Right.
Sure, he'd never be into that anyway, wouldn't he not? And walk while you're laughing. You're out.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
You've done this to me numerous times. It's the sad thing. I know. I hope there's more people out there that
I
have,
know. Everyone's going to be going, Jesus, Kenny doing that to me every week. No, I'm not saying that. Like, it's just if you know you have to go and do something, and
But
you're
it's
going
never
home.
out of badness that you want to leave
Never.
a conversation.
Well,
You
I mean,
probably-
sometimes it is out of badness.
but a lot of the time you just want to just
Yeah.
move on.
Well,
with
look,
life.
yeah, but you just have something to do, like.
Yeah.
But you can try that method, lads. I'm sure loads of people do it anyway. Joke,
Yeah.
walk, laugh.
Yeah, so
You're out.
two things to identify ye podcast listeners to us in the coming weeks, because something I've noticed as well is people are catching up now on the old podcast.
Yeah.
So there'll come a time where people are up to date.
Yeah.
And if they're up to date, we'd like you to try two things.
Go on.
First of all, we'd like you to, when you're talking to Mark, to make a smart comment, laugh, and walk away from him. And say nothing, just do it pure natural and let him feel what it's like.
That's terrible.
And also, if I happen to walk past you on the street and I say, well, man, what's the crack? I want you to stop me and go, well, Ray, I'll tell you the crack.
We're going to be hounded by.
Yeah, but it'll be good. There'll be good, some good interactions.
Yeah.
Do you have people that come up to you and they don't say what's the crack or any of that? They come straight up and they open with a line.
Okay.
Like someone come up to you going, well, the landlord rang me this
Yeah.
evening.
That's. Do you know what? Why are you telling me this?
Yeah.
I don't care about this. Like.
Yeah. No, they come up and say, the landlord rang me. Now, I am referencing a specific event that happened with a girl I know.
Yeah.
And when I see her again, I didn't want to mention to her that I was going to use it. But I just found it funny. I found it really funny.
Okay, but you know her and she's
I know
actually,
her, and I
okay.
hope she's not too upset with me.
No.
And I won't give her a name, but
Who is it?
if she listens to the podcast, which I don't know does she or not. So I think I'm safe enough.
Right.
But she rocked up to me, and I was standing beside a couple of lads, and she rocked up, and there was no hello, there was no how are ya. There was the landlord just rang us. Except for the two boys kind of stared at each other and went, and but it was like we were kind of I didn't want to be involved.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden I'm involved.
Had to drag me in. What am I supposed to do? Ring
Yeah,
him?
and I said, and what about?
Did he?
Yeah. Well, I don't remember anything from last night, so I don't know what he's ringing me about. And I'm going, oh, jeez, the plot thickens. What do you mean you don't remember anything? What happened last night?
All of a sudden you're beside yourself.
Yeah.
You're going right.
I said, what happened to you? I said, oh, I was out, and then I don't remember anything after that. And I said, you blacked out, did you? Well, I must have. Almost like I'm supposed to know. Like I was living there too.
Well, obviously I blacked out, Ray.
Yeah.
Like, keep up. Jesus. Like,
So I says, well, Jesus, and what was the landlord ringing you about? Oh, I'm sure there's probably something wrong with the flat. Like, we were evicted last week. And I was going, what do you mean you were evicted last week? How are you still in the flat? Well, we hadn't given the keys back.
what's your cheese? No wonder he's ringing you.
But no one very rarely gets evicted from a place. What were you doing? Yeah. Well, it wasn't me mostly. It was mostly someone else. I won't give his name either.
Ray, you're after dragging me into this story
I
now.
know.
I'm actually intrigued.
So basically, apparently, the male individual in this situation didn't give a flying feck
about the place.
But I don't know how. But apparently, they were evicted the week before, but still had the keys and they were still using it. Jeez. And apparently, the fella involved, he had a party in the place that night as well, or the night before. And she was wondering why the landlord rang her.
But you're no wonder.
But my point is, I'm standing here, minding my own business, talking to two fellas, and she rocks up and she says that to us.
Now I'm dragged into it.
And I did. I wondered about it. I probably said this about 3 weeks ago.
Jeez.
And I'm still wondering what happened at the party. Yeah. I'm wondering why were they evicted? You know what? And of course, what I did, I just made a smart comment and I laughed and I walked away.
Yeah. That's actually terrible. Did you? Yo! But come here, she's after dragging you into that now, and now you're intrigued and you want to know, like, you know.
I think the fascinating part of it is I kind of wanted to start doing it myself.
Yeah.
Where I'd basically walk up to people in the crowd and just come out with something, you know.
Well, we got the STI results back. Yeah. Riddled.
And I know who it was too.
Huh? You don't know who it was, Ray, and I said it before, when you fall into a field of nettles, Ray, you don't know which one stung you. You too many women on the go, so.
Oh, that's very funny.
Huh?
So that was that.
Yeah, I was going to say something.
And then there's the sorry that's not sorry.
That's the walking by. I had that with a girl today. Are you on about the walking by sorry?
There's just a general sorry that if you intonate it a certain way, it's not really sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's an awful nightmare of a sorry.
Isn't it?
Ah, Jesus, yeah, it's pure ignorance.
You're pure wasting your time.
Yeah.
You're nearly saying screw you.
Yeah. I had a sorry today, like, from a girl who came out of EJ's and swung a left.
What was a girl doing in EJ's?
I haven't a clue. She must have been buying something for the boyfriend or something.
Are they allowed in EJ's?
I don't know. I've never seen one in there before.
That's mental.
I know. So
They must be letting women in now.
Oh, I know, yeah.
That's going to infuriate half the people.
Ah, it's not right, Ray. They shouldn't be allowed in there. Chase is the last haven of a young fella going
Yeah,
around
the
the
one
place.
spot. Yeah.
Chase, they're allowed everywhere, though.
But it'd be great if EJ put a strip club in the back.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, if you put one in. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
as in basically not advertise it, but basically have, say, cubicle 3 when you're getting changed.
You go in, there's some young
And you
one.
go in, yeah, and the back of the cubicle just opens up into this lovely Carlsberg themed club with girls singing and dancing and a big mirror ball or
Oh,
something.
EJ, you could be on something there now.
Wouldn't that be nice?
You've caught everything else up.
Are we speakeasy in the back? That man has loads of space out the back.
But I tell you what now, if he done that, I'd be in there buying more of that.
It's a drive-up business, wouldn't it?
Oh, man,
But it'd be like buying pints. You know the way when you're in pubs, you have to buy a pint to be in the pub.
Yeah.
Same with EJs.
If you go in and buy a diesel t-shirt.
find £100 going every other day.
You have to buy a pair of Enzo jeans, man. You can't go at the back. Jesus, the wardrobe be full to the brim. Huh?
No.
Huh? Anthony Eltray, to be honest, I haven't even kept an eye how long we've been talking.
That's all right. That's okay. I was driving up here this evening and a wasp was in the van.
Oh,
Have you ever had a wasp
a
in the van?
hornet. No. Well, I've had a wasp in the car before. It's a nightmare.
What did you do?
Huh? You
I
just
freaked out.
Open the window. You had to pull
I
in,
did, but I
boy.
freaked out.
You have to pull in. You have to pull
But
in.
You'd think there'd be some sort of a thing in the road traffic laws that stops wasps getting into vans and cars.
How would the Road Traffic Association stop a wasp getting into the car, make it pay tax? Jesus. You should be in the carpool lane there now, like you have a wasp.
But I thought I got rid of him, and then apparently he just appeared again.
He appeared in again.
Yeah.
But is it wasps or bees that leave you alone if you leave them alone?
Now, this is the thing. I can't recognise the difference between a wasp and a bee.
A bee is a big fat choke.
But not all the time. I think some bees are skinny enough.
Oh, jeez, I tell you, they're fucking hefty enough now.
Did
They'll
you
be
he-
eating the honey all day long.
Did you hear the Sir David Attenborough thing about feeding the bees a bit of sugar on the spoon?
I did, yeah.
I tried that.
Did you? Did you?
Not really.
It's an epidemic.
No, I came out of work one evening and I was walking out the car park and there was a bee sitting in the car park.
In his car. He was
No, not in his car. He was just lying there, motionless. So I kind of poked him with my water bottle to see was he moving at all.
Right.
You know? And I had no spoon. And I was considering going back into the office like an idiot. That's what David Attenborough is doing. He's making us into an idiot. There's more poor, innocent egots around the country with spoons full of sugar trying to
Or honey.
feed dead bees.
Was he dead?
I'd say he was. But he was dead anyway after I had no spoon, so I just poured a little bit of water around him.
But you drowned him.
The poor bee, if he wasn't gone at that stage when I put the lake around him.
You just drowned him. No, but apparently it's an epidemic, Ray, that. Like, they're not pollinating the way they used to.
No,
Back
that's
in my
true.
day, Ray, they'd be pollinating up and down. Oh, they'd be everywhere you went, they'd be pollinating.
It's true.
They're not pollinating the moor. That's for sure.
I have another subject.
You who are. I'm like a poet.
I have another subject.
Go on.
My dear old sister Marie. We were chatting. Oh, jeez, I don't even think I could talk about this now that I mention it. That would come off the cuff.
Say it anyway, and we can throw it out.
Right, okay. She was commenting on the state of young ones these days.
Many people have commented on the stage young ones. I've done it myself.
I'm now officially old. If I find myself talking about young ones
Yeah.
and the state of them, then that's something.
Yeah.
That is a sure sign you're getting old in yourself.
But go on anyway, let me know what
She
you
was
said.
saying
I'm
that they've
interested in
kind
this.
of lost the whole written word, the whole expression, to be able to basically write and express themselves in writing.
I thought you were going to talk about them going out wearing that nowadays. You're on about writing words.
Yeah.
Ah, shite. Shite that. I don't give. Why would I give a shite about handwriting?
We write now on devices all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like even the notes that I have for this thing are on a iPhone.
Yeah.
I don't write anything down anymore.
Yeah.
But I suppose if you're growing up in that, doesn't that mean you kind of lose the ability to express yourself in writing? Everything is FFS, lol,
Yeah, but
emoji, rolly, eyes, face to heaven type stuff.
like language develops anyway, right?
I'm just saying it's developing in a different medium.
Yeah, for sure.
So I was kind of arguing with her saying, hold on a second now. I think it's just that society is changing.
Yeah.
Because my father, when he was in school, he learned Latin.
Yeah.
So I presume there was a time where your Latin needed to be on point.
And there was probably a time then where no one was speaking Latin anymore, and people were saying,
We're giving
"Isn't
out.
it mad? Yeah, there's no
Mad.
Latin anymore."
You don't know, they're flat out writing stuff in English.
Yeah, society. Yeah, but
And then
it
take that
moves
they're
on.
writing stuff in
Yeah.
English.
Yeah, but now it's just the norm. Like,
So there would have been someone like my sister 40 years ago giving out about the lack of Latin in
yeah.
school.
Now they're talking about the lack of handwriting. Now, I mean, handwriting is a beautiful skill.
It is.
It's a beautiful
But it's
skill.
just, I suppose, it's just moving on to something else.
Yeah, but that's what it is now. It's all iPads, and all I saw on holidays was kids with iPads in their hand, and with the big, massive child-proof covers on them. Just keep them quiet. Every child has an iPad now,
Just to keep them quiet.
and the parents then, so that at least the parents could have dinner in peace. Like they'd be on the iPad.
I've been hearing loads of stories about like that, like what you said about keeping kids quiet and having them,
Yeah.
you know, with iPads and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I suppose you get to thinking, what am I going to do if I ever have kids?
I wouldn't give them an iPad anyway. That's for sure.
But would you be able to deal with the torment that you'd get as a result?
I'm telling you, I wouldn't just throw an iPad into a child's hand just
You'll
to
be
stop
very
them.
now controversial now.
Oh, I couldn't give
Sure,
a
all
shit.
the parents out there are now going, you don't know what you're
I
talking
know,
about.
that's the thing. I actually
That's the
don't.
worst part of it, like.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the thing it's an ignorant like opinion, like.
Because you're sitting there happy out, the big schneery heading you in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yourself and your brother and the two girlfriends.
Yeah.
And the two, one's a wife, sorry.
Yeah.
I keep making that mistake.
One will never be a wife. Yeah.
You're terrible. Moving swiftly on. But anyway, there's 4 years sitting there and you're basically looking over at the iPads going, I'd never do that. But the parents are getting that brief couple of minutes apiece where they get to eat the old bistro.
Yeah. It's very easy though. It's very easy to throw it in.
But how do you stop them?
Look, I
going
just
mad?
don't know. Maybe it's not detrimental. Maybe it means nothing.
Do you never define kids in mass? They're good crack.
I haven't seen a child in mass in about
That's
8
because
years.
have you been at mass?
No. I was just going to say, I don't be going to mass.
I find them, they're great crack.
Are
Because
they?
they've no idea. It's nice to know they don't have any idea where they are at all. There's nothing different. They're just in a different room somewhere else, and they're wondering why everybody's being so quiet.
Yeah.
And they're grand, like they're tipping around, they're climbing up on seats, they're climbing down
Yeah.
on seats, they're lying on the ground staring at the roof.
Yeah.
They're crying when they want to cry, they're shouting when they want to shout. And then, but I suppose it's just watching the poor parents having to deal with that
Yeah,
and shepherd them out.
I used to love when one of them would run up the aisle, and you'd see one parent waddling behind them. I love the way they sneak behind them with their head down as if no one can see them.
Yeah.
You're walking up the middle aisle of mass, like everyone can see you. Jesus.
And another thing, then when phones go off in mass,
I haven't been at mass since phones came around.
but just phones in general, the panic that comes in a man's face or a lady's face that when the phone goes off in a public place, they just freeze and they're fumbling and say if the phone is in the bag,
Yeah.
and they start going for the bag and they start trying to find the phone in the
Yeah,
bag, they can't
you'll
find the
never
bug,
get
and they're trying to find it and then
Who was
eventually
an Nokia? Who was an Nokia, lads?
they're panicking, but there's the initial denial when the phone starts ringing. They're sitting there looking around going, oh my God, who did turn off the phone?
Oh, it's me.
And then
It's me.
and then they start fumbling, and then eventually, when they do get the phone in their hand, they can't figure out how to silence it.
Yeah.
Because they're too panicked at this point. So they just get up and run out of the church.
Well, that's always a good one as well when the child is crying so much that it's always the father gets given the child and he has to go
No,
out
not
the back of the
at all.
church. He has to go out the door there
No,
with the
I've
child.
seen Manny's a mammy now,
Jeez, I haven't seen a mammy go out the back of the church, lads. Because the back of the church where the fellas hang out anyway.
I suppose.
Did you never notice? Another thing I noticed when I was a child going to mass, the smell of fart at the back of the church was unbelievable because there was boys that were drinking pints
Yeah.
into mass and then back out of mass to drink more pints.
No, you see, I was very naive.
And the smell of Guinness arse would knock you out. And we always stood at the back.
We must have had a very good parish church because there was never a smell. There was a smell of farts, but just never a smell of drink. But at the back of the church, we have the choir on one side, and we have the old men on the other side.
Yeah, they take a spot each.
So they kind of balance each other out, you know.
Isn't it mad, the ecosystem that's in the church? Like, the old fellas sit out the back, like.
And everybody has a seat.
Yeah. No, there's no seat now for the old fellas.
No, well, I mean, in general, in
They
that
wouldn't
mass.
be seating.
Yeah, but in general, like,
Yeah.
everybody, all the families in the whole parish,
Yeah.
everybody have their own spot.
Oh, there's a spot that they go to, yeah.
Like the Hegartys would be just up in front of the choir on the right. The McHales would be up about 3/4 way up the church. You'd know by where the McHales are, where you need to be.
Yeah.
So the problem is, if the McHales aren't in that mass, you're kind of at a loss then to figure out where your seat was if you weren't looking. Like you'd come in believing they were there,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you look up and you have no reference.
Yeah.
You can see the Hegartys on the right, but you can't see where the McHales. There's no McHales in at all, and it's just panic. And then the worst thing is when you try and get into a seat and there's two people sitting in a seat and they're out in the aisle side.
Yeah.
And you kind of indicate to them that you want to join them in this big massive pew,
Yeah.
and that you swear. You'd swear now you spat in their face, the look to give you.
Yeah.
And then they stand up out of the seat to let you in. They don't just kind of, scooch over.
Oh, they scoot to they come on, make a big deal out of it.
They want to be on the outside.
Yeah. They could easily just scooch over. Like.
Oh, they never do. Because that's their seat.
And to tell me this much.
Yeah.
Has the genuflecting died, Ray, or are we still genuflecting?
When you go into the seat?
Yeah.
I haven't done it in a long time now.
Jeez, I've never seen anyone properly genuflect. It's always a little bow.
Oh, it's just a wee bow.
A little shrug.
It's like a drop of the knee.
Yeah, a little shrug.
It's like the ska dance. You try and drop the shoulder. Yeah.
I swear to God, you nearly see some people dabbing going into it now at this stage. Like.
And then I had to think about the holy water, because as I was passing the what you call it, for the holy water.
A tabernacle. No, that's where they keep the baby.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Keep the baby.
The wee basin at the front where you get the holy water to bless yourself.
Yeah.
Well, as I was dipping the fingers in, I had to think, Jesus, lads, I bet they'll go easy.
Why?
Because
the
drought. Yeah! I did. I thought of that.
I wonder. But how would you make water holy? Just bless it.
Just bless it.
I used to think it was different water. I used to think it was actual different water. You used to get it from Lourdes or something, or below a knock.
No, it's not different water.
It's blessed.
It's blessed. It's blessed water now, says I.
So it means nothing.
And gluten-free biscuits.
Are they all gluten-free now?
They have to be. Apparently, I seen an old funny article there where they have to give out the dietary information now on the body of Christ.
Yeah. Don't be lactose intolerant. We do it with patience.
Big sign up on the wall.
Yeah.
They're at the last church I was in now. There was an awful lot of pictures of Pope Francis. I know we only talked to him in the last episode.
He's the Pope now.
He is, but I mean, there was more than one picture of Francis, and it was all kind of action pictures,
like
where
Putin?
he had the hand out,
like Putin in Russia.
It just kind of. I was looking around, and there was 4 or 5 pictures of Pope Francis on the wall.
That's propaganda.
Yeah. That's what it's all about.
Is he the one now? Is he like everyone's saying he's the best Pope of all time?
I like him.
You do enjoy him?
I do enjoy him. But he's nice. Like he's not stupid. He kind of comes out and says, "Look, lads, whatever you're into,
right?
You know,
if you're into fellas, women.
If you're into fellas, look, we can't really say anything. You know."
Right.
And he's mad to try. And I think he's good. Yeah.
I thought I was going to say he's mad to try it himself.
No, he's not. Do you know what I seen in Ballina?
Go on.
And you're going to laugh at this.
Right.
Ton stores have a line of t-shirts.
What do you mean?
They have a line of t-shirts done for the Pope coming to Ireland.
Go away like the pennies job.
Yeah. Welcome to Ireland, Pope Francis.
They'll make a fortune.
On a green t-shirt. And then another one then is whatever the date is, he's coming in the whole lot. But they've got a whole line of them. And they had them up in the mannequins outside a Dunn's as I was walking by.
When's he coming?
Oh, I don't know. You know what else? You know Deals?
Yeah.
Do you know what Deals have?
Go on.
They have lollipops.
With the Pope's face.
With the Pope's face on them.
For fuck's sake.
You know what to call them? Popsicles.
I was going to say lollipops. Lollipops.
Isn't Deals a magical shop though?
Oh, it's unbelievable.
You know what else Deals have?
$1.49 for everything. Go on.
You know what else Deals have? Sex toys.
What?
They have sex toys in Deals in Ballina.
What?
No. No for you.
What kind of sex toys?
The kind of sex toys that I give a thrill.
Like to a fella, or where do you go?
I don't know. I haven't seen them. I was just told by a reliable...
Who told you?
Oh, one of the boys in work. He said
Your
he was
sister?
No. That's awful. Stop it. They listen to this. Don't forget this is there forever.
I know. To hell with it.
Right. Now.
Do I get to pick a sister?
No, you don't get to pick a sister.
You give me a choice.
No, I'm not giving you a choice. We know your favourite anyway.
Look, I wouldn't be able to pick.
Nah, that's fair enough.
No, I wouldn't be able to pick all of them, Ray.
Anyway, I don't really want to continue this conversation now. I'm told they're not great quality. The sex toys, not my sister's.
Oh, gee. Who told you not great quality? Someone was using them.
No, he didn't. He just said they just wouldn't be great. I think
They
they're
were flimsy.
$1.49.
Yeah.
What are you going to get for it? The same fella bought...
Same fella! I thought it was a woman. What kind of fellas is buying sex toys and Deals?
He just said they were there.
I don't know.
He
This
didn't
is
buy
fair
any.
sketchy.
He came back to the office with one of those USB fans.
He works with you. Oh,
Yeah.
no, we're getting to the bottom of it. What you be at, Ray?
So he came back to the office telling us about the popsicles and the sex toys. And he also had bought an USB fan, which was useless. You'd want about 14 of them around your head just to get
Well,
any bit of...
shite, yeah, USB powered job.
But it's amazing when you get done with that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but you probably bought it for $1.49.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's €3 actually.
£3?
Yeah.
Jeez, they're gone up.
The USB fans.
Oh, they're gone up.
That took an awful turn there now. I didn't enjoy that.
I loved it. I had to apologise to Ray's sisters. You're all marvellous people. Absolutely marvellous
And
people.
my mother, because she won't enjoy that.
No.
Good job Dad doesn't listen to this. Dad hasn't listened to any of them.
Has he that, no?
No. He's disgusted, sure. I don't think he's anyways impressed with anything I ever do. His first question would be, are you making any money out of that?
Yeah.
And I said, no. But sure, now it's not about making money, you know. It's about making people happy and whatnot.
Yeah. Well,
Not
and we are making a fortune of money, Ray.
We are, in fairness.
Yeah. We're absolutely loaded to the brim, fair play to us. Is there anything else? I actually don't know how long we've been talking for.
Jesus, we've probably been talking the guts of a while anyway.
Almost a while. Far side of a while. For
Far
sure.
side of a while, yeah.
An hour, maybe 60 minutes. You wouldn't
An hour,
know.
60 minutes.
We were speaking for an hour, maybe 60 minutes.
You got me with that before. You said I might go for 7 days, maybe a week. Here now, we'll go quiet for a second.
Go on.
Just the whole time we've been doing this episode, you know the family that live behind you. One of the lads out there in either Juventus jersey now or Newcastle jersey, but he's been flat out.
It's Newcastle.
Flat out with the gloves on,
Yeah.
doing fuck all for the last hour.
They're landscaping.
They're not in my arse landscape.
I
He's
know.
walking in and out the door. He walks in the door. He has a little look around. When I go back at it again, he's telling the wife, "I'll keep it this out here, okay? Yeah,
Put the
darling,
kettle
yeah.
on.
Yeah, put the kettle on now." But the worst thing is, they can more than likely hear what we're saying.
Every word, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say they're wondering what kind of a conversation goes on. Because without knowing the context of what we're at up here in the room,
Yeah.
it just sounds like two fellas are chatting very animatedly. Oh, wish the wife is out now. She's
leave the
after looking
windows
now. No,
open
put
too.
that tile over there. That'll be fine over there, she says. And he says, geez, that's an awful place to put a tile. Right, okay, I'm away. So he's away now with the gloves now. She's coming out to supervise. What are they doing?
They're landscaping. They're putting down a path.
I haven't got my glasses, but it looks like they're just putting out washing.
No, they're they're putting down a path.
Oh, she's after. And where would the path go like? They wouldn't need a path.
I know. Ray, I thought the same thing. I don't know. I think it's gone out to the shade.
But after come back, he's going in for a
But Ray-
shake now, so that's the end of that.
Ray, they've been at that for 3 weeks. Putting a path out in the backyard. I swear to God, they've been at it for 3 weeks. Do you remember we were here a couple of weeks ago and we saw your man's arse?
The real hot day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the same job.
Well, I can kind of see the tip of it now, which is it's a real pointless path.
You can see the tip of it, can you?
It's a pointless path. It's going what to the end of the garden.
It's going nowhere, like.
That's it.
And they're at it for the
It's like a famine
a
road.
month, nearly 4 weeks.
That's it. And so I think we've run out of talk
Have
about.
we?
I've run out of drink anyway. So
Yeah. I'd say that's probably it.
can the next episode be a Buckfast episode?
Yeah, we can do Bookfast next time.
Would
yeah.
you do one with me?
Yeah, I do a Bookfast episode. We'll get it. There'll be a lot of editing in that one, I'd say.
Yeah, but the idea would be that as soon as we press record, we start
Yeah.
and we drink it. We swallow the bottle of Buckfast in 20 minutes,
Yeah.
and then see how good the half an hour at the end is.
I'm after yawning.
What?
I'm after yawning.
You're tired of?
Cheers, I'm getting tired now, boy. That's the end of this one, for sure. If Kendi yawns.
Kendi yawns. That's the end of that. I have to go anyway. So I have to go for dinner.
Yeah.
Right.
Lads, like I said, every time, like, subscribe. We're on Spotify now.
Yeah, very important.
We bet it on Spotify. Search the Kendi and Raybo podcast and make sure you hit subscribe and keep telling all your marvellous friends all about us.
Keep listening to us talking muck.
Yeah, every Tuesday, it looks to be. So, fair play to me and Ray.
Fair play to you and
fair
me.
play to you. Yeah, fair play to all of us. We'll
Great.
see you soon. Good luck.
Good night.